Hey guys, welcome back to Just Being a Mom podcast. And we did it. We finally moved. I'm so happy. You guys. This place is perfect, okay? I mean, perfect for us right now. Obviously, it's not like my dream home, but it's like a dream. It's such an upgrade from where we came from. So I'm just so happy. I'm so happy to be here. Elijah has his own room, even though he's not sleeping in it. Well, we still have to get him a big kid bed. Oh my God, he's growing up so fast. But anyways, so let me tell you guys about the move. It was insanity, okay? Moving with a 1-year-old, even though I didn't have to like move a whole bunch of stuff because we have movers. I mean, I still had to pack up my car and stuff, but like carrying a box and like telling Elijah to like hurry up and like come on and like move it because he'll just stop walking and I'm just like, well, I can't leave you here, and now I'm carrying this box and now you're on pause and I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. So that happened several times. And he knew that we were moving. Like he was just like, no, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to leave my friends. I don't want to leave my home. Like, this is all I know. And he totally knew. And like, I would talk to him about it, but you know, you don't know what they like pick up or like comprehend, but he totally gets it. Like, we're leaving, we're not coming back. We may come back to visit because our friends are there, but you know, we're leaving and we're moving. So I think he's just finally like getting adjusted. Well, not really. Elijah's been having a rough go. So we've been here for about a week, and this first week has been really tough for him. Okay, mind you, he has not slept one night since we moved. So he's like teething, as well as like the time change was a hot mess. He was a hot mess. And now he's sick. He's got a cold. So I don't know. This kid is just like really going through it. So pray for him. Okay. He's really going through it. I don't know what to do to help him. Like, usually I just like put him in the bed with us once he wakes up. He'll wake up around midnight, and then I'll put him back in the crib, and then he'll wake up at maybe like 3, and then I'll just bring him in the bed because it's the easiest, and I'm tired, and I wake up at 4:45 anyways, so it's just like, all right, just come on. Like, I don't have time for these games. Like, it's not like I'm trying to sleep train him right now. I'm just trying to get him used to like the new place and like this new home, and you know, just kind of let him like fall into this routine of like, this is where everything is, this is what we do. So I'm waiting to like sleep train him, and then like there's been this pause on potty training because I'm just like, oh God, this is like too much transition for him. And then soon he's getting a big boy bed, and then we're just really gonna be up in arms. It's gonna be a scary place around here, okay? But yeah, so that's where we are. Apparently Elijah's not handling the transition as well as I thought. This is what I thought was going to happen. I thought he was just going to adjust, and it was just going to be like, he sleeps in our room anyway, so I'm going to put the crib in our room for a little bit, and he's just going to go to sleep in there. And like normal, like the room doesn't look crazy different. Like, there's a window and there's a door, like a door to the patio, and there's like, well, actually, there's significantly more doors in the room because there's the bathroom door, the closet door, the patio door, the door, and compared to our other apartment, it was only one door. So, yeah, maybe it is different for him. But so I was thinking, yeah, he's fine. He's gonna be fine. He knows how to go to sleep on his own. But those first few nights, guys, he just cried, and I just had to keep going back in there saying, like, it's okay. Like, what else was I supposed to do? I can't, like, just let him stay up. But now he's, like, finally, like, he'll fall asleep, but he's still waking up. I think the teething has a lot to do with it, and he's been like coughing, and he's just sick, and this has been a rough week, a rough transition. So I'm imagining at least by next month he'll be in his own room and he'll be sleeping, and we're gonna need some more prayer on that. But anyways, so today on the final episode of our series. What series is this, Shelby? I don't know. Oh my God. Mom brain. Anyways, so the series is called How Big Life Changes Affect Children. So today we're talking about moving, and it was only so fitting that I could do this episode while we were moving. So I was just like, perfect, we'll talk about moving. I couldn't record last week either because my phone broke, and this move has been like just insane. Like my phone broke, and like it wasn't just like regular broken, like I couldn't use it. Like it was the mic didn't work, so I couldn't like talk on it, but I could text, and I couldn't like record things, and like the speaker option on my phone just like didn't work. It was so weird, yet annoying, because my phone is working, but it's not working. But anyways, I took it to the Apple store. They couldn't fix it. Super annoying. So I had to get another phone. It's not annoying because I got like a brand new phone, which I totally needed. but I didn't want to have to pay for that. Okay, that's like the last thing on our priority list. But anyways, so yeah, that's why I didn't record last week. So now I'm here this week because I have a phone that works finally. And yeah, we're on our last episode. We're talking about moving and how it affects kids. So basically, you heard all about how it affected Elijah. Not good. So in my head, like the research that I did, like younger kids handle it a lot easier than older kids. But Elijah did not handle this very easily. So some kids, like, I guess when they're around like 4 or 5, you know, you have to go through the whole thing of saying bye to friends. And it also depends like where you're moving. If you're moving super far, you have to just reminding them that, you know, we'll keep in touch. And, you know, sometimes we have to move. We have to find a new home. We have to, you know, just explain to them, like, just be upfront, honest, like, what's going on. This is what's going on. When it's really hard, when they're teenagers. Oh my God, teenagers suck. No, I'm kidding. I used to be one of those. But it's the hardest age to deal with a move. Like, they've really had time to like cultivate these relationships, and they're not mature enough to really know how to say goodbye and really know to move on, unless they're like a military kid and it's their life is moving. So they're by a certain time they're just used to it. But if there's been a kid who's been living in this one place for 16 years and had these friends for 16 years, had all their friends and all of their activities for 16 years, of course it's going to be devastating to the child to you know, snatch them out of this environment and put them into a new environment. They're not mature enough to handle such a big change, and it's going to be really hard for them. But what I would say to do is to help them through this transition is, like I said, be upfront and honest. It's going to be tough. They're not going to take it well, and it's just going to be like crazy for a bit. Or maybe they are mature and maybe they will take it well. All kids are different. The average teenager will not be excited about it. And that's just something that we just all need to understand. And along with being upfront and honest, you have to be empathetic. You can't be like, oh, you're being over dramatic, like stop acting like this. No, you have to be in that moment with them. You have to feel what they're feeling, and you have to understand why they're feeling it, and you have to be upset with them, even though you might be excited to be moving, but they are devastated. So you have to feel that with them. You can't overlook their feelings, because they'll remember that and they'll take it out on you later. Okay. So yeah, definitely be empathetic to their needs, and try to implement them in some type of way in the new home. Like, this is what we're going to do in the new home, and you get to do this and all these things, blah, blah, blah. And when you guys finally move, try to make sure that they join some of the same activities, that they're still in youth group, that they're still, if they were a cheerleader, that they can still cheer. If they play football, that they can still be on the football team. Just try to put them activities, keep them around kids, like-minded kids that are doing the same things, that are busy in activities, that, know that they can help them to make friends. And help them to keep in contact with their old friends. If one of their old friends wants to come visit, it'd be great if you could fly them out. That's expensive, but it'd be great if you could do that. That'd just be like a great idea. Make sure that, if you don't allow social media, just make sure that there is a way, there's WhatsApp, that they can just keep up with their friends and feel like connected with them, because your friends do become your family, especially when you're a teenager. I never went to my family for things. I always went to my friends to find out things, which was dumb. Now I know I probably should have went to my mom, but you just do. You go to your friends. That's what teenagers do. You go to your friends for things, and you get advice from your friends, and you don't tell your mom or your family, and that's your source of. That's your family. Your friends are your family. And even on into adulthood, your friends, become your family too. You love your friends. You cultivate these relationships that are so strong, and it's hard to break them apart, especially when there was no mutual agreement, like, hey, we're not going to be friends anymore. It's just like, no, I have to leave. Like, it's out of my control and we can't be friends. So moving sucks for kids, no matter what age. Because either if you're a baby, you're like Elijah, you know what's going on. This transition your body is going through, they're just dragging me all around town. I'm in this new place and doing these new things where my old friends, one of my neighbors, my friend, what am I trying to say? Oh my God, it's late and I'm tired. So my old friends that are neighbors, but they're not our neighbors anymore. They're our friends. And they used to go outside and play with him all the time. And he would say their names. And now he's calling other kids their names. And I'm like, oh no, we don't live by them anymore. But they're coming to visit. So we're so excited that they're coming to visit. But it's just sad because he knows that he doesn't get to see them anymore or as often. And he knows things are changing. And even with preteens, they know things are changing too. They need their friends more than ever, and then to take them away and they have to make new friends. It's this whole starting over change. I guess it's the change and the growth that you have to go through during change is the biggest part of it. And even as adults, we struggle with change. We struggle with changing jobs, with changing locations, with changing cars, even we struggle with things with change, but there's so much growth in change, and there's so much that you can learn through change, and it's so good for you. So I think you have to be in a mature place to be able to handle change well, and it's just not something that we should expect from a child or a teenager. So what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? You guys are gonna stop listening because half the time I'm losing my brain. I stop writing things down because I'm just let me just record this and get my real thoughts out. But yeah, so help your kids be I listened to this oh my God, I'm running out of time. So I listened to this interview today, and they were talking about helping your kids to become resilient. And I think that's super important, along with all of the things that we talked about in this series, being resilient from moving, from divorce, from the loss of a loved one. If your kid can bounce back from these things, they'll be able to handle life so much easier. And that's it for today. Oh, and happy Veterans Day. Thank you guys for serving, if any veterans listen. And you guys have a great week. Bye.